نعم أستاذ. بسم الله.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصلى الله وبارك عليه. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء. واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again for giving us another opportunity to witness the 7th day of Ramadan. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our ibadah. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all other struggles in Ramadan or by Ramadan. And if you do not forget, yesterday we are still in Surah An-Nur, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us our attitude or what we're supposed to do in terms of when we heard about our Muslim brother, Muslim sister, something that is what is not good, that our reaction, how our reaction should be. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and we should not follow the footsteps of Shaitan, because Shaitan always will tell you something that is not good. And Shaitan will never leave you until when you are among those that Shaitan will do general assembly in Jahannam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us. That Shaitan will continue disturbing you until you die. When one die and obey Shaitan, at the end of the day, what will happen is that if one enter Jahannam and Shaitan also there, Shaitan will make general announcement. Shaitan will address people of Jahannam that Inna Allah wa'adakum wa'ada al-haq wa wa'adtukum fahdabtukum. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make a promise that whoever obey him, definitely the person will enter paradise. And Shaitan also make his own promise that whoever obey him, you enter hellfire. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that owns hellfire. So he fulfilled his promise. Then Shaitan will now started advising people that Ma kana alayya min sultani, that I do not use any power to control you. Illa an da'awtukum fastajabtum li. That I only what? I only call you and you answer. Fala talumuni walumu anfusakum. Do not blame me, blame yourself. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tattabi'u khutuwati shaitan. You do not follow the footsteps of Shaitan. Then what remains is for you to know what are the footsteps of Shaitan, then you keep away from them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنَّهُ يَعْمُرُ بِالْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ. Always Shaitan will continue commanding you to do something that is what? Al-Fahsha wal-Munkar, and evils, bad things. Shaitan will command you to do this, do that, and at the end of the day, it's a disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَتُهُ مَا زَكَى مِنْكُمْ مِنْ أَحَدٍ عَبَدًا وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يُزَكِّي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. That hadn't be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise his favor and his mercy, then none of us would have been pious. None of us would have been pious. That is why the Sahaba, they continue saying that had it not been the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent to them, ma sallayna wa ma sumna, that wouldn't have been praying, I wouldn't have been fasting, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his own mercy sent a messenger to us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, had it not be his favor that he favors us, none of us would have been pious. So in essence, if today, alhamdulillah, you are not being particular sin, and it happened that your fellow sister, she engaged in such sin, then you should know that it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that decided to be like in that form. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that what? That tested her with such sin. So we shouldn't look at it as if we should find a way of accommodating her. Find a way of advising her. Try as much as possible for you to see that your fellow sister, you save her from what? From such bad thing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy. I think that is where we stopped yesterday. Then today, we are going to continue from the 22nd of the verse of Surah An-Nur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا يأتل أولو الفضل منكم والسعة أن يؤتوا أولي القربى والمساكين والمهاجرين في سبيل الله وليعفوا وليصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم والله غفور رحيم. The scholars of Islam said this particular verse, وَلَا يَعْتَدِلْ أُولِي الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ وَالسَّعَةِ, that it was revealed that none of you, that أُولِي الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ, that those who have high rank in Islam, those who have Iman, those who are righteous people, وَالسَّعَةِ, and those who have the worldly things in their hands, they are rich, they are not poor people. Then said they should not swear that they will never spend on what? And you to ulil qurba wal masakin, that they will not spend their money on their close relations. Wal masakin, and the poor people. Look at the quality. These people, they have faith, and at the same time they have money, they have wealth. That is why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ni'mal mal li'abd as-salih li-rajul as-salih." Ni'mal mal li-rajul as-salih. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "May Allah bless such money, such property that is for a righteous somebody." You know, when a righteous man is rich, he will spend his wealth on the what? On good things. If someone is righteous and you are good, you know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you can differentiate between your right and your left. And it happens that you possess money, you have wealth, you will be spending such wealth in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you don't know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the end of the day, if it happens you don't know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then they will now call those those drum beaters. You call them, in our town, alhamdulillah, mashallah, there are many. You call them, they'll be beating drum, you'll be dancing. You'll be dancing because you don't know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. Then you call singer, spend a lot of money. Some people go to the extent, they invite them from long distance to come over and dancing. Yes, that and if you don't know what you are doing and the money is there, and say this is my children's birthday, you want to cut cake. How much in Abuja? Cake is very expensive. So this is what you spend your money for, but you forget to spend your money on a good thing, because the mind is what? The mind is corrupt. There is no iman in the mind. So for the fact that there is no iman, all you are going to spend your wealth on is bad things. It's not good things. These are the type of people that the wealth Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give to them, they use it in a bad way. Contrary to someone who has faith in his heart, they will always spend their wealth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to them on a good way. They will spend their wealth, as a woman at home, there are some activities that you're supposed to involve yourself. Don't think it's only for the men alone. Like when you have money, you buy 3 kettles, you bring it to the mosque. When you have money, you buy perfume, you bring it to the mosque. When you have money, when you do good something, it's encouraging. You encourage people. Yesterday I saw some sisters sharing something. That is a good idea. It's a very good idea. You don't know that activity that you involve yourself, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I will forgive you. So, little things that with little money, you can do them. You can do them. If you have an orphan in your house, you make sure you be kind to them. It's very, very important. And most of us, it's happened, maybe your husband have a former wife. She's no longer there, and the children is at your disposal. You get hold of them. You make sure you take those children like yours. I know of a family that the children are very young when the mother left the house. But it was later when these children grew that they happen to know that their stepmother is not their mother. And up to today, the mother and the stepmother and the children, I still know them. The way what they do to their stepmother, in fact, it's even more than what they do to their mother. They spend more on their stepmother than what? Than their own mother. So you should be kind to them. You should be good to them. So that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, that these people that have this quality, al-fadlu was-sa'a, look at it, this is iman and this is wealth. The money is there. Instead of you, that your husband, alhamdulillah, mashallah, he has the ability to marry more than one wife. I always say you should marry more than one wife. And every sister should be ready to have second, third, fourth. Wouldn't you like your sister to have a place to put in her head? It's very good though. So that your sister, I know of a madam. Our madam was telling us that there is one sister. Since the husband married her, she always encouraged the husband that she get second wife. And the husband is not that rich. The husband always tell her that, look at the life we are living. Second wife is not what I'm thinking for now. But the wife always encourage him. Then one day the husband said, may I know the reason why you always tell me to go and marry another wife? Look at a good wife, what she said. she said, "It is my prayer that I will die before you. If I die before you, then you bathe me, you shried me, and buried me. And I want to see, when you have second wife now, then I want to try my best and do good to her. And then when I'm no longer there, maybe whenever she remembered all those good things, then she will get hold of my children. She will hold them very well." This man, there are some women that is only in their mouths. Like play, this man get second wife. In fact, our madam was telling us that now the life they are living is that the closeness, the relationship is so too much that if the senior wife children, they do sleep in the second wife's house. If it happens that sleep overtake them in their mother's room, even though it is night, if they wake up, they will still go back to their stepmother's room. And look at the wife, what they do. Said, if the husband happens to be in the senior wife's room, you understand what I mean? Then, and it happens that she's menstruating, she will be the one that will carry the husband to the what? To the second wife. This is the life they are living. What does that mean? Is that bad? With Allah's subhanahu wa ta'ala going to write sin for you if you are so good to that person? Allah will definitely what? Show mercy on you. But the question is that, can we do that? Can we do that? Now the next thing is that I know it depends on the husband. It depends on the husband. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on us. You see, try to be good. Just try to be good. In ahsantum li anfusikum wa in asatum falaha. If you are good for yourself. If you are otherwise, it's for yourself. Just try to be good. Just try to be good. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on us. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this verse that those who have faith and they have wealth, they should not swear that ayyutu ulil qurba wal masakin wal muhajirin fi sabilillah. That you should not swear that I will never spend my money on her. I will never extend my good gesture to my fellow sister anymore. The scholars of Islam said this verse was revealed if we could remember. If we could remember that we said there when Aisha radiallahu anha, who can remind us that when Aisha, as she returned from the journey and she's first sick, and there was a time she went out to go and Qadai Haja. So she was going with a woman, and the woman nearly fell down, and she now calls her own son. Who can remember that name? The name of that son. Yes. Now? No. The name of that son, Mistahu, that she said, Taisa Mistahu. Aisha radiallahu anha said, how can you speak about him? He's a righteous man. He's one of those who attend Badr. The mother now said, don't tell me you don't hear what he's spreading around regarding you. Aisha radiallahu anha said, what is she saying? This is what they are saying, that you commit zina with what? With another man. What is the name of that man? The man that brought Aisha radiallahu anha. I caught the name. Sufwan ibn Mu'attal as-Sulami. Sufwan ibn Mu'attal as-Sulami. That is his name. That the man that said, I told you people that he used to sleep a lot. So the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever an army camped, so he will be the last. So that whenever, whatever drop on the road, he'll be picking it. Those they are bambus. Those they are one thing or the other, he'll be picking it for them. He is the one that met Aisha radiallahu anha, that she was sleeping, and he now said what? Now, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And this is another lesson for us, that whenever something sudden strike you, instead of you to say, Adamu, no, you say what? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Adamu cannot be of any help. Well, you know, some people even go to the extent that one, Adamu na ilayhi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on them. So, that Mistahu, the scholars of Tafsir said, he is poor, and he is a what? He is the son of aunt to Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Then we can say, he and Aisha radiallahu anha, they are what? They are cousins. But look at it. He is among those that spread the issue. He is among the people that what? That spread the information against Aisha radiallahu anha. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he is the one that used to spend on him. Can we continue? Alhamdulillah. So Sayyidina Abu Bakr, he has blood relationship with this Mr. And he's the one that used to spend on him because he's poor. All what he spent, he's eating, drinking, is from Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu now said, if something bad happened to my own daughter, and he is among those that is spreading it around, that I will never spend on him again. Like what we used to do. That this is Taba, that she went and said this and that regarding me. In fact, there was a time, I'm the one that she don't even have money for machine. I gave her, and she did not return it. And I will never do that again. This is what happened. Sayyidina Abu Bakr swear that I will never spend on him again. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now revealed this verse. وَلَا يَعْتَدِلْ أُولِي الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ وَالسَّعَةِ. That those of you should not swear. Those of you that have faith, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala favor you, and you have the wealth, the resources, that you should not swear, and you to ulil qurba, those who are closer to you. Here, let's understand this verse very, very well. If you have, you should know that there are some people that is so compulsory you spend on them among your family. You know the life we are living today is unfortunate that me and my husband and our children, you don't care about your sister's children. You don't care about your brother's children. You don't care about your mother. You don't care about your father. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَآتِ ذَا الْقُرْبَى حَقَّهُ وَالْمِسْكِينِ وَمِنَ السَّبِيلِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we should give the right of those who are closer to us. Give them their right. That is why I can remember one brother. He borrowed money from his sister. The sister was disturbing him that he should pay him back. Then I reduce that from my right that is in your hand. I will not give you again. Why are you disturbing me like that? So there are those that have rights that we're supposed to give them. Let's understand something here. We shouldn't look at she's not a sister. She's not wearing long hijab. Here is not a condition that you should be Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Insofar that there is blood relationship and you have, then you spend on them. You spend on them. Now, even though they are Christian, they are your relationship. Is your people. You want to know that they are your relationship is the day when they say everybody should bring his family. You don't have another family, it's them. He's there. He's there. In the history now, when the Prophet ﷺ said, Abu Lahab is not his family. He's still the family of the Prophet ﷺ, but he's his uncle. He's his uncle. So it's only you don't spend on those that will fight you in your religion. Huh? You understand